See here, we have drawn one. This part will act as an your NMOS inverter in the stick diagram. The bottom one. This is your NMOS inverter. This is your drain terminal of this NMOS inverter, and this is the source terminal of your NMOS inverter. And this is a gate terminal. You can see the different colors also. The N diffusion is connected here. Between the N diffusion, we are having one polysilicon. And this both blue lines indicates the rails, the VDD rail and the ground rail. And here for the depletion, you can see that for the depletion, always make sure that you will be drawing this as an well. It will be drawn. This is called as an implant, where the gate of your transistor will be connected to the source terminal of your transistor. So now, in this case, in the stick diagrams, we'll be connecting the polysilicon will be connected to your source terminal. Polysilicon is connected to source terminal, and we have made one cross mark here. This means this both are connected here. So now this entire structure is a depleted NMOS. So depleted NMOS, this entire diagram is for stick diagram is for the NMOS inverter with help of a depleted NMOS. And this is here. If you don't have this one, see, you can see when you can see the difference here between the enhancement mode and also depletion mode. For the depletion mode, you'll be having a darkened part, whereas for the enhancement mode, you'll not be having a darkened part at this body terminal. So next one is regarding NMOS NAND gate. NMOS NAND gate. This is for the NMOS NAND gate. We know the normal operation of NMOS NAND gate. What happens with the NMOS NAND gate? Whenever the inputs are high, that is for the T1 and T2. Okay, we don't have the structure here for the NMOS NAND gate. Whenever with the two terminals, always keep in your mind the pull-up transistor will be of your NMOS. We know that I'm trying to draw that one. I'll see whether we can make it or not. First of all, I'm unable to find where is my cursor. Yeah. See, if I need to draw the NAND gate, NAND gate means how to draw the NAND gate. We know that it's an AND operation. The PMOS should be connected in parallel. Both the PMOS should be in parallel, and the NMOS will be in series. But now here, the entire PMOS, how to convert? Okay, before this one, let me explain how to convert a CMOS NAND gate into NMOS inverter NAND gate. Whatever the P device structure is there, we know that normally the P device structure will be in this fashion. You'll be connecting both the PMOS here in this fashion. Both will be in parallel connections. This is your drain terminal, gate terminals. Let me say it is input A, and this is your input B here. Input B, and this is your VDD, and this is your P1 device, and this is your P2 device. This is for the P structure. Whenever the AND operation is there, then we'll be making the PMOS in parallel, and NMOS will be drawn in series below this PMOS. So now here, this is your NMOS structure here. NMOS structure A and B. So now listen here. This is the CMOS structure for your A.B operation, AND operation. And this, if you realize this one, we'll get it as a NAND operation. So the output will be of NAND gate. So we are supposed to convert this CMOS diagram of your transistors into NMOS structure or NMOS inverter diagram. In order to convert this one, always keep in your mind, if you know any one diagram of drawing the CMOS logic structures for any of the Boolean equations, then it is very easy to draw the NMOS inverter diagram structures for the Boolean equations. You're supposed to replace this P block. The complete P block has to be replaced with one depleted NMOS transistor. If you replace it with one depleted NMOS transistor, and the rest down bottom part will be same. Only the P block should be replaced with this depleted NMOS transistor. And bottom you can connect this one. NMOS inverter, NMOS inverter, NMOS 1, NMOS 2. So now this becomes your input A, this is your input A, and this is your input B. So see, I'm talking about T1 and T2 now here. This is your T1 and this is your T2, T2, which is connected to ground terminal, which is connected to ground terminal. So now let us see now. Whenever both the inputs are high, if both the inputs are high, what happens? Both the transistors will turn on. T1 and T2 will be turned on. Whenever the logic we supply here, input A and input B is 1, both the transistors will be turned on. Now, if both the transistors are turned on, whatever the output is stored here, that is V out, it will be pulled down to 0 because of the difference in the potentials. The potential at output will be high compared to the potential at this ground terminal. So definitely what happens, because of that reason, the output will be pulled down right from V out to ground. So you will be getting an output is equal to logic 0. So that is what we have written here. The resultant output will be logic 0. So now coming to whenever on the other hand, if the inputs are 0, whenever this A and B are 0, if these two inputs A and B are 0, then we know that one or both the transistors will be turned off. Why? Because here both are NMOS, both the transistors will be turned off, and this will act as an open switch. If it is acting as an open switch, there will be a huge amount of resistance at this part, and this transistor, the transistor is completely in the on state. Since it is in the on state, and the V out, we don't have any kind of output here now, because in the previous state itself, the entire output has gone to ground. So we don't have any output. So the VDD will flow through this depleted transistor to this output. And you'll come again, this will be equivalent to VDD. The output now, it will become equivalent to VDD, which is not approximate. It is only approximated to VDD, but not equal to VDD. So in that way, we'll get output is equal to logic 1. You'll have an output equal to logic 1 whenever both the inputs are very low, that is equal to logic 0. So this is your operation of your NMOS inverter. If you want to convert any kind of CMOS structure for any of the Boolean equation into NMOS inverter structure, you're supposed to replace this complete P block. The P block has to be replaced with this one depleted transistor, depleted NMOS transistor. Then it becomes your NMOS inverter for that particular NMOS inverter logic structure for that particular Boolean equation. And this is your diagram, stick diagram. You can even see here now. You can even see here in this structure, this is connected. See, the gate terminal is connected to the source terminal here. So the polysilicon is connected to source terminal, and since both are of two different layers, there is a diffusion layer. This is of N diffusion, and the polysilicon, we have made a contact here. And the N diffusion has been made a contact with the VDD, there's a supply rail, and we have made the supply here with the cross mark, there is VDD. And now here, this is one N transistor, this is your T1, and this is the next one is a T2. So now this is your complete stick diagram for your NMOS inverter logic structure for this NAND gate. And this is for the NMOS NOR gate. In the NOR gate, what happens? Well, the expression for the NOR gate is what? We know that NOR gate is an A plus B. A plus B means both the PMOS will be in parallel and NMOS will be in, sorry, the PMOS is going to be in parallel and NMOS is going to be in A plus B. If it is A plus B, excuse me, if it is A plus B, the PMOS will be in series and NMOS is going to be in parallel. So if PMOS is going to be in series, that complete P block is being replaced with one depleted N transistor. And here, these are the two parallel N transistors. This is T1 and T2. The operation will be same. Whenever the T2 is, both the transistors are high, because of that one, you will be getting logic 0 as an output here. When both the transistors have been supplied with logic 0, the output will be logic 1. So this is a stick diagram for your NMOS NOR gate. This is for the XOR gate. We know that expression for the XOR gate. XOR gate A bar B plus A B bar. As per this expression, you just try to make, excuse me, It is A B bar equal to Y. So for this expression, you should make it as an structure. First, you draw the CMOS structure for this expression. Then you draw this one. Okay. Then excuse me. Then you will get an operation as an the output will be this expression will produce you the CMOS structure for XNOR gate. You'll get an circuit for the XNOR gate, and if you put an inverter, it becomes as an XOR gate. So this is your state diagram for your CMOS, NMOS XOR gate. This is for the XNOR gate, and this is for expressions as per the expression. It is a B bar, and it will be A bar P. And now coming to PMOS inverter, then how to draw the PMOS logic case. For if it is an NMOS logic structure, what we have done, we have replaced the complete P block with the depleted N transistor. Now here for the PMOS inverter, for this one, you are supposed to replace the N block with the depleted PMOS. The depleted PMOS. The only difference is that you are supposed to draw this PMOS. One bubble will be there with the depleted symbol. So now this depleted PMOS will block of the design. If I am drawing for the inverter, so see now, if this is my inverter, normal inverter, CMOS inverter, normal CMOS inverter, I'll be supplying some input here. This is my VDD, and this is your ground terminal. Inverter, and this is your output terminal. So now you're supposed, if you're this is your PMOS. In order to make it as an PMOS depleted inverter, then what you're supposed to do, this entire part will be replaced with this depleted transistor, with the depleted PMOS transistor. The same thing happens with the for all kind of N blocks. If you're drawing for the inverter of NAND gate, if you're drawing for the PMOS inverter logic for the NAND gate, CMOS NAND gate, we know that for the CMOS NAND gate, your series NMOS will be there. Remove that two series NMOS inverter and put this one depleted PMOS inverter. Then it becomes as an state diagram for the PMOS inverter. For this this is for the PMOS inverter, and this is for the PMOS NAND gate. You can see now in the NAND gate, we know that both the PMOS will be parallel and NMOS will be series. But in place of NMOS, what we have done, we have connected one depleted PMOS in a PMOS structure. So that becomes your PMOS inverter diagram for the NAND gate. And this is a state diagram for the PMOS NOR gate.